Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today from Katowice 2023 and the playoffs, it's going to be Maru versus Solar, two top 10 Ligulac players today on Gresvan. Of course it's Gresvan, a good map for macro games apparently. Bottom right going to be Solar, top left going to be our guy Maru. Yes, excellent stuff here. Maru is not proxying today. Terror the Overlord is moving out. Just checking for proxies, though, just in case they do end up happening. But based on the supply depot placement, it's not going to be a proxies. No way, Jose. That barracks is coming up in the wall. 100 billion%. But looking for, looking for him anyway. Drone comes down, goes for that hatch first at 16. Calls it all good. This is, again, a Patreon cast. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, you get to see this a month before anybody else. And if you're watching this on YouTube, ooh, 2 racks opening, though, in like April 2023, because this is posting on Patreon on March 20th or so, 2023. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 5 or 6 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. Been doing this since, oh boy, when did I start this? February, like late February 2015 is when I started casting StarCraft, so been doing it for a while. Really enjoy it. Really fun. Terror the Overlord moving out. Check out Terror the Overlord merch at falconpaladin.store. And new in-house, we've got Steve the SCV merch. At least a shirt for him right now at falconpaladin.store. Check it out. By Terry merch, I mean a Terry t-shirt. One with his face on it. One with a face and the words Terry the Overlord. And also a mug you can get. If you want a mug from the store, good time to get it. falconpaladin.store. Maru's doing 2 racks Reaper opening. What? I have not seen this in a hot minute. I like it, though. So this Reaper who's heading across, which the Overlord sees, and sees the second racks in the second Reaper. This is this is a German word. Ready? It's Hochgeschwindelgesnamper Vollgeschwindigkeit, which means high-speed car chase in German. The person who submitted it said, sorry about this, but I really wanted to see what you do with this one. That's like 30 letters. How is that a word? My gosh, German. Who else does that? Wales does that. Quick third base here from Solar. Okay. I mean, there's a 2 racks into an expansion here from Maru. All right. Well, Queens can deal with 2 Reapers. Yes. How many Reapers are there? 3. So it's a 3 Reaper fellowship right now. One of them's named Hochgeschwindig Ketverfolgungs. That last part is brutal. Is that SJAGD? There are not enough vowels in there. Oh, Ling. Yeah, they cut off that line of approach. That said, slow Lings are just kind of meat for the meat grinder. For these Reapers, they can kind of fight a Queen if there's 3 of them, but I mean, this isn't mass Reaper. We're not going to fight Queens today, so whatevs. This barracks floating out for scouting purposes does a pretty good job of that. Zerg players can't do much about it. Third CC coming up at 3 minutes from Maru, getting a factory behind this too. Got a second gas up, a second base is popped, and he is upgrading that to an orbital. So, just 3 Reapers instead of the 1. Everything else is very normal here from Maru, and yeah, it's just, you really got to watch out for 3 Reapers, as evidenced by that drone pull at the natural base. And the drone pull at the main base. Okay, Maru's just messing with Solar now. Dude, that's a ton of lost mining time. Ling's at the front. Can we take down the reactor? Yes! They forced a cancel on a reactor. That slows down the production here of Maru a little bit. He needed a win after that lost mining time incident back there. I mean, the Lings were across the map. They couldn't help deal with these Reapers, so he had to do something with the Lings. And did. So we got a tech lab. We got a reactor, again, on the outside of the wall, which is real dangerous stuff. Some Banelings show up. Those things are going to die. Hellions on the way. Medevac coming in here, too. We'll see if an armory comes in. Maybe a little bit of a Hellbat follow-up here from Maru would be cool. But yeah, this is, I mean, Solar is maybe the 5th best Zerg in the world right now. Behind the 4, we need a name for them. The 4 Horsemen, the 4 Queens, the 4 Infestors, the 4 Broodlords. I don't know what they are, but basically we're looking at Dark Rogue, Serral, and Raynor, right? So I think Solar's just 5. He's not one of those dudes He hasn't won a world championship, so he can't be one of those dudes. But he's really good. He is really good. And as evidenced by how well he's hanging with Maru here for sure. Double Bay from Maru. It's not going to be any of that weird mech stuff we've seen on Kato in TVZs recently. I don't know what's going on with it. We've seen 2 or 3 different Terran players just be like, yeah, mech is viable now. Except it's not. Oh, gosh. So all the Reapers died. That sucks. Yeah. Goodbye, Gresvan. I can do, like, the first 3/4 of it, but then it goes into Gungstag. My gosh, that's horrible. We're just going to drop a few Hellions in your main. Don't worry about it. Roast up some... Oh, get completely surrounded. Roast up some of your drones. 2 of them die. Yeah, that could have been better. That could have been better. Solar shut that down pretty effectively. And did Medevac die too? Yep. And the Medevac got killed as well. Baneling Nest on the way from Solar. He's taking his 4th gas now. 3 bases rolling. 3 bases rolling for Maru too, though. This is where Maru's dangerous. He knows the timing to get on a huge macro opening. So Solar's got to get a 4th to compete with that, and he does. And got to keep the pressure on the Zerg player, because if you let the Zerg player hang out for 8 minutes, you're going to have a bad time. I mean, he hasn't done that yet, right? He hasn't let Solar be calm at all for the first 6 minutes of this game. He's been there with 3 Reapers. He's been there with Hellions in the main. Now he's here with Marines on the outer edges, picking off Creep Tumors, slowing that down, forcing a Ling Queen response here. The stutter stepping on the Medevacs is hilarious. They're like, hoo-ah, hoo-ah, hoo-ah. Medevac's kiting is always fun stuff. There is an armory coming in, but all of the Hellions are dead. So this is going to be Hellbat. That's just going to be further upgrades for the Marines on that armory. And maybe if you want to make some tanks, giving them a +1 attack would be nice too. Combat shield coming in. It feels a little bit late, but also it's Maru. So I'm not going to worry about it if he's not going to worry about it. Centrifugal hooks on the way. Hydralisk Den coming in here too. And yeah, special thanks to everybody who subscribed. We got 5,000 subscribers just a while ago. So we're trying to get to 6. Let's do it. 6,000 sounds great. And if you're like, how do you only have 5,000 subs if you've been doing this for 8 years? It's because my previous channel got taken over by Brood War. So I moved all my StarCraft 2 over here. Kind of starting from the ground up again. No, the Queens are dying. The Banelings are a little bit late to the party. And then when they show up, bam. Oh, Medevac taking hits from a Spore, unloading here inside the main, getting right inside that mineral line. You're not getting me out of here without Banelings, says Maru. Extractor sniped. Beautiful stuff. The Banelings show up. Maru gets out. No skin off his nose. Couple Marines died, but nothing too crazy at all. So 6 drones die. An Extractor goes down too. That could have been worse. Solar is very capable of dealing with that kind of an attack and not losing everything, unlike, you know, 99.999% of all Zerg players on Earth. That's why we like Solar. Hydra's on the way. Is there a Lurker Den, or is this Hydraling Bane for the time being? I think this is Hydraling Bane for the time being, because I do not see a Lurker Den in that Structures tab. Maru coming again into the 3rd. But on creep with Banelings around, yeah, like 2 Marines died. And then we boost into the main and juke into the main, and then we're like, aha, just kidding. Just kidding. We Widowmine dropping. We are Widowmine dropping. Maru has extra APM to spare for Widowmine dropping. Unburrow, reburrow. He's like, fine. Oh, no, he doesn't even get a drone with that one. That sucks. But 12 drones did die to the Widowmine drop at the 3rd. Queens getting picked off. They can't stand against these 1-1 Marines on their own. Definitely not. So Solar defending not extremely well. Having lost more than a few drones today. He has lost 21 of them. He's back up to 80 though. So yeah, a Zerg's ability to replenish his workers after they die is one of their superpowers for sure. Some Zergs are better at it than others. Maru, as usual, got his army up north, got his army down south. He's going to try to take down this 5th base attempt of Solar's, but, well, friendly fire, one Widowmine. The other one was not friendly at all. That was very angry and mean. A lot of Banelings died there. Trying to come up this ramp now. Ling's Bane Hydra, ready for that. So Solar playing this extraordinarily well. Like, really good stuff here. Big legs. Okay, all right. Chasing back, stutter stepping back here. Maru unloading, healing up. Medevac's low on energy, but that's how you know they've been doing good stuff. Fourth base rolling from Maru, upgrading to a planetary. He's got barracks all over the place. He's got Widow Mines double pumping here. Look, I know traditionally I've said that Widow Mines are... If you make them, it increases your chance of beating a Zerg player like by 40%. I don't know. They're kind of hit and miss, right? In the hands of Maru, though, I'd say that's probably the case because Maru's insanely good. You gotta save this base, man. Nope! No saving the base. Solar's a little bit too late on the response here. Tank, oh, Tank dies, but Widowmine gets a ton of lings in the process. That's, okay, Widowmine's getting wiped out. Hive's on the way. Lurker Den is on the way. Once there's Adrenal for these lings, they're going to be little powerhouses for sure here. Getting +2 attack on those dudes. But 3/3 is on the way from Maru for his infantry units. Gonna be good stuff. Yeah, and you just can't let the Zerg player sit back and recover from the loss. Right? Can't just let them drone up. Can't let them rebuild that base. I guess he is double expanding, though, Solar is. So, hey, that might work. Stim, 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 stim. This is dicey. Lurkers are out, though. Marauders don't like seeing that at all. Lurker Spines, problematic. Can't really get into range. Kind of get into range to kill that base. Sniping off a Creep Tumor is about as good as you could do here. Ling attack coming up this left side. Gonna try to get into... Ooh, that's an open door there. That might work out. Oh, this 1 o'clock base canceled. Maru sniffs that out. Shuts it down. Oh, sees the Ling run by. Widow Mine firing on what? Does some damage to that Marauder. That works out. Dude, if these Lings had Adrenal, they'd be so much more effective getting in this mineral line, though. And, you know, 3 SCVs on gas get killed. Lings getting kind of dragged into this battle. Killing Ghosts is awesome, though. They don't have Cloak yet. They really suck against Lings, and that's like 3 or 4 Ghosts that have died so far. And they just started being made. That's 3 Ghosts that have gone down. Amazing stuff. Maru keeps pushing front here, though. Production tab says Adrenal's on the way, +3 melee attack, too. For those Lings. Yeah, Ghosts coming out. 3/3. Still not a very fast upgrade for Maru, but working on it. If he had Burrow, he could do this. He could block this expansion attempt a little bit more easily. Yeah, both players maxed out. Solar's got a bit more of a bank than Maru does, but Ghosts are amazing. They were nerfed a little bit at Kato. The patch right before Kato. They were nerfed in that their snipe ability can be broken. And enough to kill a Lurker? Yes, so 1 Lurker dies there. Scans last just long enough to almost kill that Lurker. Transfusing it to try to keep it alive, but it gets sniped down anyway. These guys have got 3/3. They are ready and raring to go. Viper's out now. The spell casting on both players is ready to rock here at about 13 minutes. Ling's checking to see if Maru's coming down to the right side. Yes, he is. Four Ghosts at a time being produced. Adrenal is now done. Adaptive Talons is now done. Ghost Cloaking's coming in. The EMP Enhanced Shockwave ability is gone, but the Ghost EMP Radius is about half as good as it was when Enhanced Shockwave was researched. So, EMP is pretty good straight out of the box, but it doesn't get any better is the difference here. Solar trying to swarm on in here. Solar getting right on top of a siege tank with Adrenal Wings. Does not kill it. Trying to get a surround up here. Widowmine's just differentiating between friend and foe there. Snipes on some retreating Hydralisks right now. Solar making 60 Lings in response to this. He's got Adrenal for him. He's got the 3/3 finishing would be nice, but they're both a little bit too far away for this next upcoming battle. Gotta throw that out there. Yeah, and just the snipe ability is good stuff. Lings, Banes, Hatchery taking some damage. Then stutter stepping, getting out of there. Decent Baneling hits. Ghosts, really all that's left here. They do kind of suck at killing Hatcheries, I can tell you that much. Are we sniping Banelings? Weird stuff. Cloaking the Ghosts. Manual detonation works pretty well. Overseer's in the house, but worried about getting sniped. These Ghosts, man, splitting. Overseer goes in. Ghost count not healthy. 8 of them do remain, but that's a total of 10 ghosts that have died, and they're going to finish off this hatch. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ghosts take down the hatch. I mean, Marines did most of the damage. Solar's sending a bunch of unsupported lurkers up to the north. I don't know what this is all about. And I guess, sure, going to force a cancel on a planetary. And then Burrow just out of range. Oh, they sniped a sensor tower, I guess. So they stopped an expansion of Maru's, but he's got one down to the south here as well. 183 to 181 supply. Solar has a bit of a mineral bank, not much of a gas bank, though. Having this 1 o'clock is extremely important for him. Being able to re-expand down to the south is going to be a big deal for him as well. But yeah, Maru, you can't perfectly defend, 30 banelings rolling into your face, but you can do pretty well with it. And that's what Maru does pretty well with it. Yeah, Hydroling Bane here. You're going to Bane Bomb this planetary. First one of the day. Widowmine's going to catch those banelings. Perfect. Perfect connection there, but enough banelings remaining, plus a little Hydra TPS with the Adrenalings, and I think that planetary is going to die. No, the repair is too good, and the army's defending it too. Lurkers trying to cause some problems over here to the south as well. They're going to kill an orbital. Nope. They forced a liftoff on an orbital. That kind of counts. 162 to 177 supply. 22 SCVs died due to the deaths of the up here and this base dying. So Solar gave himself a little bit of breathing room to expand down to the south here. Resources lost. 26,000 for Solar. 16,900 from Maru. And I'm going to force a cancel on this hatch. No army in position to stop this from happening. Yeah, canceling it. Sniping the drone there too. Very good stuff. Plus 2 vehicle weapons coming in from Maru. For all of the tanks he has, I guess he has 9 of them. Not bad. So tank, Marine, Marauder, got a Hellbat, a couple Hellbats in the mix, and some Ghosts with Liberators too. Yeah, Snow's Lurkers getting sniped up is a big-time problem for Solar. That was a big part of his army, and they were not supported at all. He was playing with fire, letting them run around like that without anything helping him, and I think Solar's just getting picked apart here. Where are the Vipers? Where are the Abducts? I don't know, but Banelings crashing in. The splits are good. But as we always see, what's left over after the Banelings have done their thing? Is there enough left over to keep pushing? And Maru says, yeah, usually there is enough there. Ugh, more good Baneling shots, but Ghosts remain. Lings try to run into this planetary and just get absolutely roasted up. Sniping Banelings, sniping Hydras. Army values 78 to 56. Siege tanks well positioned by Maru because of course they are. And I don't know. It's just the Banelings are crashing on Marauders and tanks and not what you want. Sniping Overseers as they try to flee. Nukes on the way from Maru. Is he going to try to break this with nukes or is he just messing around? Hydra's getting some medevacs. Okay, a couple medevacs die there, but man, with the siege tank support here, suddenly the army value is 70 to 54. Base up here from Solar, base up here from Solar. He's got a Lurker, but Liberators and siege tanks responding to that quite nicely. This Hydra, or this Ghost, a little bit too deep down there. I don't know. Oh my gosh. And then we get a nuke attempt here. Where is the Ghost doing the nuke? Oh, that was him. Parasitic Bomb on the medevacs. 73 to 46 total army supply. Hydra's doing fairly well against Hellbats if they can't get any attacks off. The siege tanks, he needs more Lings. But that's your GG. Not enough. Not enough there. And bam. Our guy Maru gets that win in about 18 minutes. Woof. That was Maru, man. He ends up killing 30 drones, 2 hatcheries today. That wasn't going to be a third one down. You don't need to kill 10 hatcheries, I guess, if you win this fast. But absolutely beautifully, beautifully well done game there on Gresvan. Incredible. Like, truly fantastic display from Maru. What else do we expect from this guy, though? Who clicked on this video and was like, ah, yes, Maru won in about 19 minutes. Surprise. Nope. Not a surprise. He was awesome. He did what he needed to do. He came, he saw, he crushed, he left. Widowmine's got some decent hits off. They did some friendly fire splash there as well. The 3 Reaper opening slowed Solar down, and then the little Marine attacks and the Widowmine drop slowed him down, and just enough to keep him off balance there. And then that end composition of Siege Tank, Marine Marauder, Ghost Liberator is interesting. Kind of tough to deal with. Ghosts in Maru's hands are always way better than in the hands of anybody else. It's how it works. It's how it's always been. So, GG from Maru. Another great game from Katowice. And that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.